Not everyone can own a house along a golf course, but a new master development underway in St. George known as Divario will allow future homeowners to build near Sunbrook Golf Course and bike right outside their back doors.
It's unique to southern Utah in the sense that each one of our planning areas has some open space around it. So we're integrating the biking and the hiking trails into the community, and then on the west side we share a border with the BLM.
Formerly known as the Lakes, this development in the hills west of Sunbrook has been under planning for nearly 30 years. Key stakeholders in the development came out for the ceremony to officially break ground. The 730 acres of Divario, which means the Gap, lies between Santa Clara and St. George. Rick Rosenberg has been there from the start. And although the project has changed over time, he says now it will serve a thriving, growing population in the outdoors.
It started out as a golf course community back in the 90s when golf was a hotter item. It had an 18-hole golf course out here. Golf was fading, and so they developed the lakes concept to where you would have some large man-made lakes out here. The lakes are kind of a political hot topic right now. So we really went back to what is a very popular design, which is the recreation, the natural open space recreation, the mountain bike trails, the hiking trails.
The developers devised a plan in cooperation with the city and outdoor enthusiasts to preserve the hiking and biking trails on the land.
Whether you start in Santa Clara, Green Valley, or Divario, Bloomington, or anywhere in between, you can make up to a 55-mile mountain bike loop from this location. And it's not just hardcore mountain bikers. It's not people who necessarily ride every day. It's kids that are just starting on Strider bikes. It's 70-year-olds that are taking up a new leash in life and coming here. Outdoor recreation is part of St. George's lifestyle.
We have natural, beautiful canyons and trails and mountain biking places that hold events here every year. I think there's 4 or 5 mountain biking events. We have the senior games that are held on this property. For many years, people didn't even know it was privately held.
It has so many natural features that people are going to love being in their backyards. The opportunity to have these rock formations, the views in almost every direction. You've got views of, to the Arizona side and to the Pine Valley side and the Zion side. You've got trails to hike, bike, and places to climb that will be left, many of them intact.
With plans to build in upwards of 2,000 homes over the next 10 years, the area will be the first of its kind to include multiple zoning uses of high, medium, and low density, with 26 acres of commercial property as well.
It has some low density, like 10,000 square foot plus lots like this phase. It has some medium density that'll be 6,000, 7,000 square foot lots. Maybe some patio home types could go in there like the Sun River project. And then it has some limited high-density pads located strategically around it as well.
The project will take time and be built in 3 phases. The first phase will include homes built by Entz Homes.
We have 51 lots in the Sentieri Canyon, and it's going to have a Tuscan look, and they're all Rambler style, one level, to save on the views. So it's going to be beautiful. The views are very beautiful here, and we're very optimistic in how well this project's going to do.
It's taken a lot of planning and patience to prepare for this major land development on the west side of St. George. Lots are starting to take shape, already surrounded by rocks.
You see all the rocks that they blasted and hauled and crushed. They're doing a phenomenal job earthworking. They're doing the utilities. They'll be doing the road works. We want to keep them as our partner through this entire 700 acres.
Water and sewer will come from the city of St. George, and the mayor said the city is prepared to take on the new residential sites. 200 acres has been set aside for open space for hiking and biking trails, 2 parks, and plans for a 20-acre event center that will serve as home to the mountain biking events.
It enables us to plan for the infrastructure, to make sure we have the water, to make sure we get the utilities here. And while this will take probably a couple of decades to fully develop, we're confident that we'll be able to support it with the resources that we currently have.
Area roads are also being planned to handle the increased capacity, including a new corridor of travel.
But there are plans for a western corridor that would connect to I-15 and connect to these areas.
First home sales are expected by early this fall, with the build-out of the entire project in about 10 years. From St. George, Melissa Anderson, Community Education News.